Hello, we are live again. Welcome, everybody. Right? For those who join us today, thank you for joining us on a Saturday morning. Okay, maybe we wait for a little while we wait for our viewers to join us today. Again, thank you for joining us. So let me first introduce myself. My name is Wallace, and I'm the head of student recruitment in Segi College, Sarawak. And I will also be your moderator today. Okay, so the purpose of today's preview is actually to give you the details of what to expect, especially for those who are considering to do your degree program. Some of you may be alumni, some of you may have completed your UEC, and some of you may have completed also your STPM or diploma. So you may be considering to take your bachelor degree. So this preview is especially for you to give you what would you expect if you were to take your degree. Okay, and particularly if you are considering to take your UK degree without actually going abroad. You can study locally and get a UK degree, okay, similar as what you'll be getting if you actually are in UK. Right? So we have a few degree programs in Segi College Sarawak, which is Bachelor in Business Management from University of Sunderland, Bachelor of Accounting and Finance from University of Greenwich, Bachelor of Early Years Education from University of Greenwich, and lastly, we have Bachelor of Laws from the University of London, which we will introduce one by our speaker today. All right. So let me introduce the speaker for today. We have Mr. Rudy, who is the head of academic. Hello, Mr. Rudy. You're live.
Hello. Hi, Mr. Wallace. Thank
Hello,
you
hello.
for welcoming me today. And I would like also to say hi and hello to all our viewers and participants for today. Thank you for joining us and stay tuned. You will get a lot of fruitful info that will help you in making your decision for the next few months to come. All right. So looking forward to talk to all after this. Thank you, Wallace.
Great. And then also we have Miss Laura, who is the program leader of Faculty of Education and Social Sciences, who will be talking to us today about Bachelor of Early Years Education.
Yes. Hi,
Miss
hello.
Laura, hello. Welcome to the show.
Thank you
Thanks
for
for
having
joining.
me here, Mr. Wallace. And also, Mr. Rudy.
You're very much welcome. And last but not least, we have Mr. Samuel also joining us today, who is our law lecturer, who will be speaking about Bachelor of Laws from University of London. Hello, Samuel.
Hi, hello. How are you today? Welcome to everyone watching. Hope you have a
You
good
look
one and have your coffee
very-
and your breakfast. If not, get it.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm sure we had our coffee and breakfast. All right. So we'll start with Mr. Rudy, Mr. Samuel, and Miss Laura. I'll put you on hold, so I'll bring you up later when your session begins. Right, Mr. Rudy, perhaps we can start with your introduction on the Bachelor of Business Management and also Bachelor of Accounting and Finance. Over to you, Mr. Rudy.
Okay. All right. Thanks again, Mr. Wallace. Again, welcome to Segi College Sarawak. And welcome to our current students, prospective students, and the public out there who is on our platform today. I think we are all live on Facebook. So, again, hi, wherever you are, stay safe and have a good weekend. But today, I will be talking about our business degree programs at Segi College Sarawak. All right. So, here at Segi College Sarawak, we have two business degree programs, and they are awarded by our external partners from the United Kingdom, from the UK. So we have a faculty here called the Faculty of Business, Accountancy and IT. So our two bachelor degree programs, we park them under this faculty, Faculty of Business, Accountancy and IT. We usually call it FOBET here, right? A shorter form for it. So the two bachelor degree programs that we have are the first one, Business and Management, and the second one, Accounting and Finance. So these two bachelor degree are awarded by foreign universities, particularly from the United Kingdom. So I'll mention which university awards which degree program, right? So entrance from foundation or STPM will bring students into the first year of study. So altogether, you will have a total of 3 years if you study our degree here. If you are coming in from a relevant diploma, then you will enter into year 2, right? So let's talk about our first degree program, which is Bachelor in Arts, Honors in Business and Management, right? So this degree program, it's by the University of Sunderland, UK, meaning that when you graduate at the end of your studies, you'll get a degree and a transcript with the name of the University of Sunderland on it, right? So you study the program at SEGI, but you will get a UK degree. So that's how special it is. Okay. So a UK degree, I dare to say that employees look up on UK degree. Most employees see that graduates with a UK degree, they are more competent. They have a wider scope of knowledge being exposed to them during their studies, which is why, in terms of employees' perception, they have a particular fondness towards UK degree holders, right? So for this program, the Bachelor in Business and Management, or we call it BABM here, shorter form in SEGI College Sarawak, consists of 3 types of subjects. We have the UOS modules. UOS is University of Sunderland. We have our own SEGI subjects, and we have MPUs, right? So for the UOS models or the UOS subjects, it will be confirmed 100% coursework based, all right? You will be assessed by a single coursework, a single assignment, perhaps about 3,000 to 5,000 words for a subject for that semester. And there's no final exam for Sunderland subjects, meaning that the University of Sunderland will assess you based on the assignment that you do. And the assignment that you do, for me, they're quite interesting because they will give you cases from real life companies, situations faced by real life companies out there. And your writing will involve providing solutions, identifying problems, and trying to troubleshoot any issues that are being faced by the company that's selected or highlighted in the coursework or assignment. So in particular, for your S modules, that will be the game plan for your assessment, right? For SEGI subjects, they are all subjects that are developed by SEGI College Sarawak. There are several. We have subjects like accounting, consumer behavior, employee relations, and so we have English modules to brush up your English because, this is a fully English program whereby all the assessment that you send to Sunderland for UOS modules will be checked by our own lecturers and will be moderated by external parties selected by the University of Sunderland, right? So the people in Sunderland will look at your work. So which is why we will help you through our English subjects. We have 3 English modules here that will help you to improve your English skills for the purpose of writing the coursework and also overall language improvement. Okay. So for this type of subjects, SEGI subjects, and also we have MPU, right? Any institutions in Malaysia will have to offer MPU subjects, mata pelajaran umum. So this type of subject will consist of a mixture of coursework and also final exam. So you will still have final exam if you take Bachelor in Business and Management, but only for subjects that are homegrown, that are developed by SEGI and also MPU, right? So altogether, if we are talking about UOS models, Sunderland subjects, there are about 6 subjects. There are 6 subjects from Sunderland in a year. Times by 3, you have 18, right? So you have 18 Sunderland subjects that you will take in a 3-year study. So if you're from foundation or STPM, so you will take 18 Sunderland subjects for 3 years plus SEGI and also MPU subjects. But if you're coming in from diploma, relevant diploma program, you will straight away go to year 2 for Sunderland subjects, meaning that out of 18 Sunderland subjects, you will get exemption for 6. So you will skip 6 Sunderland modules, which is equivalent to 1 year of Sunderland study duration, right? So that's if you're coming from a relevant diploma program, right? So that's a bit of info for Bachelor in Business Management. So if you have further questions later on, I'm more than happy to tag them and guide you as best as possible. So the second degree program that we have at SEGI under the business faculty is Bachelor in Arts in Accounting and Finance, right? Accounting and Finance. So it's awarded by the University of Greenwich, UK. We call it UOG. So there are 2 types of subject only. So for UOG, Bachelor in Accounting and Finance, we do not have SEGI subjects, right? We only have UOG modules and MPU. Okay. So roughly, in the long semesters, you will cover Greenwich subjects that are offered by Greenwich. So in a year, you will have about 4 or 5 subjects from Greenwich. So if you study for 3 years, you have about approximately 12 to 14 UOG modules. Okay, 12 to 14 UOG modules, add on with the other MPs that we have to offer. So the subjects will consist of mixture of both coursework and final examination. So unlike Sunderland program, which has 100% coursework for its own module, UOG modules will consist of both, right? Assignment, there will be test quizzes, about 40 to 50 or 60% proportion. And then at the end of semester, you will have a final examination, all right? So if you are going in from also foundation STPM, you will have 3 years of study. But if you are coming in from a relevant diploma, here specifically in accounting, if you have a diploma in accounting or some places offer diploma in accountancy, like us here in SEGI, so you will be given exemption and you can go into year 2. So you will be exempted about 4 or 5 UOG modules already, thanks to your diploma. Okay. So that's a bit of info of Bachelor in Accounting and Finance that we have here at SEGI in conjunction with Greenwich University for the UK. So also the certificate and so the transcript that you will get will bear the name of the University of Greenwich, United Kingdom. Right? So if you have questions, you may ask in the chat section. You can ask anytime throughout the duration of this live show. Okay, and our moderator, Mr. Wallace, will help to anchor the session. So that's it for me, a brief one, but I look forward to explaining more in detail in relation to your questions later on. All right, so thank you for your attention. So I'll come back again for the Q&A. So I'll give time back to Wallace and also my fellow colleagues. All right,
Thank you.
over to you, Mr.
Rudy.
Wallace.
Thank you, Mr. Rudy. So just a bit of question.
Yeah.
So the program itself is from UK, right? So if the student who wants to actually complete the final year in UK in that particular university, they can do that, right?
Yep. We can request. We call this a mobility program. We can arrange this on a case by case basis, of course. My colleague in Sunderland, Professor Dr. Derek Watson, he's more than happy if we have this. In fact, he's welcoming us if we have students who would want to do a semester or even a year and on campus in Sunderland in the UK. But of course, that all depends whether we can fly easily once the pandemic is over. But there is possibility. It can be arranged definitely, and our counterparts from Sunderland, they are definitely open to welcoming students who wishes to have some experience on their side.
I see. So in other words, the student can actually choose whether or not they want to study full-time in SEGI College Sarawak, they complete locally to get a UK degree, or they can actually choose to go
Yes.
to UK to get some exposure on a UK,
Yeah.
in culture, and to
Yeah.
compete there. But by the end of the day, what the cert they're going to be getting is the same.
Yes, a UK degree. Sunderland, with Sunderland's name stamped on their certificate and also on their transcript. So employees will
Straight.
see, oh, a UK degree.
All right, that's great. And no exam in BABM in the Bachelor Business. I think
Yeah.
this is quite new, especially if the students come from UEC,
Yeah.
the school leavers. STPM is
Yes.
something new that you actually complete your qualification without exam. So,
Yeah.
what type of assessment are they looking at? I know you
Right.
mentioned just now they do case study, they actually do a project. So maybe you can just briefly elaborate through.
Yeah. So just to make it clear, all right, no exams for subjects that are offered strictly under the University of Sunderland. So there are 18 subjects, all right, 18 subjects with no final examinations. So 18 modules that is under the Sunderland structure. No exams, 100% coursework. So meaning that you have for each of these 18 subjects, or one semester you will have 3 of Sunderland subjects, you need to do assignment. The normal word count will be about 3,000 words. And of course, case study, it will be industrial based, right? And you will be applying what you have learned during the lecture, and you will write them, put them, and provide solutions in the assignment based on the topics that has been given by you. Right? The purpose is so that whatever that the student learn, you will have the opportunity to apply it to real life situations, right? Rather than exams whereby we study and most of the time we memorize. So here, flexibility is given whereby you can refer to lots of references, quote them, and along the way propose some new ideas, propose some solutions based on the topic that's been given in the assignment, right? So this involves a lot of academic writing, which is different from writing a story for a storybook, or writing for journalism in newspaper. So from time to time, we will have an academic writing seminar conducted by both SEGI and also Sunderland. We have speaker from Sunderland, we have speaker from SEGI. So one is coming soon, somewhere between this month or October, to guide students on how to write. For some students, it might be a challenge, 3,000 words. Even though you're given 3 months to do it, it might be a challenge, but we give the support so that you know what to write, how to structure it, and most importantly, how to score the marks, the points that's been allocated for your assignment. So that's basically brief, in a nutshell, what do you mean by 100% coursework. I see the benefits of it. I wish I did this too for my degree rather than staying up for exams. Yeah, because for students who are creative, students who have ideas, students who have good general knowledge and they see things, this is a platform. The assignments represents a platform for them to show the capabilities. And when we mark and when our grader from Sunderland look at them, so they can see the potential that our students have and can make recommendations as well. So that's it.
Thank you.
That's about it for our coursework based for BABM.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Rudy. And to add into that, regarding the Bachelor of Accounting and Finance, now I get this a lot from student parents, especially when they complete STPM or UEC or they complete Diploma in Accounting. They want to go for Bachelor, or should they go for professional accounting paper, such as a CPA and ACCA? So my advice is if you complete STPM, if you complete a Diploma in Accounting, go for a bachelor degree in accounting and finance. Then only you have exemption into ACCA, which if ACCA, you will have 9 papers of exemption. This will be a safer route. Then only you complete your bachelor in accounting and finance, you go for your then only you go for your ACCA directly into the professional paper. So for those of you watching who are considering whether or not they want to take a professional paper or whether or not they want to take a bachelor degree, and come to us and talk to us more, and we'll tell you the pathway.
Yeah, we can show actually because yes, Mr. Watts mentioned we have exemptions for SCCA through our degree program because this degree program is offered and awarded by Greenwich, and indeed Greenwich has done some deals, collaborations with SCCA to get the exemptions, right? So it can be shown on their website. UOG will have it, and also SCCA will have it. It will specifically mention our college name as well,
Yes.
both UOG and also SEGI.
Right, you'll be 9 papers exemption and then directly to professional.
Yeah, you get
Thank
both.
you, Mr. Reed.
You get 2. Yeah.
Thank you. So I'll put you backstage for the moment, and I'll bring you
Alright.
back live later on.
Sure.
All right. So next, we will talk about the Bachelor of Early Years Education. Who will be speaking to us is Miss Laura, who is the Program Leader of Faculty of Education and Social Sciences. Hello again, Miss
Hello,
Laura.
Wallace. Thank you for having me.
To the
Yes.
show. You're very much welcome. So over to you.
All right. Thank you, Rudy, just now, and Wallace. Basically, everything that Mr. Rudy was pointing out, our head of academy pointing out, in regards to our degree that is being offered by University of University of Greenwich. Okay, it's awarded also from the UK degree. Okay, basically, this degree is helps the earliest education teachers to understand better what's the core values of the earliest workforce. Now, if you're if you have graduated from a SEGI diploma in early childhood education, you are exempted. The same thing like earlier one, you are exempted to take on first year. You will go straight up to year 2, and yet until year 3. So that's 2 years. So you most of the student they will study about the mindset of the children, okay, the health and the well-being. They review practice and policies, and they learn the importance of encouraging a child's development in the partnership with the families, especially. These are the group of our specialized team that actually collaborate with the SEGI tutors over here. Okay, they are developed by this experienced team of academic and industrial professionals. Okay, they are from the University of Greenwich. They have done a lot of training for us too, so it's very grateful for them. Okay, these are the stuff that we do. Okay, the activities. Okay, this program do prepares most of our students to be a leader, especially in the management sectors of earliest education. Most of our students are also principals and supervisors. These are the activities that we do. With a diploma in early childhood as a minimum requirement, for those working in the kindergarten, a lot of our teachers will want to stand out in the crowd. So this design with opportunity for employability, our degree is a practical program. Okay, so which requires students to be placement at least twice a week. Most of our programs, starting from year 1, also we have 5 to 6 modules with MPU. This is our year 2. In here, they'll be learning quite a lot of social policies, more on supporting the social well-being of children. And last but not least, they will do a lot of leading and managing in the placements, community engagement, all that. Oops. I think that's about it. Any question?
Thank you, Miss Laura, for the introduction on the Bachelor of Early Years Education. Now, so let me ask a few questions, like especially for those who are STPM leavers, UEC leavers. So, what if they want to go into the early years or early childhood line, they want to become a kindergarten teacher? So, why is the the education important for them
If
before
they
they
want
actually
to,
go into?
I see. Thank you, Wallace. If they actually want to go and enter into the workforce, they need to understand the theories and development behind of a child's stages in life, especially the foundation, the basic foundation from 0 to 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. So our student, not just like a UEC student or foundation, they're interested in earliest education. They will not just learn of teaching, but they also learn more about analyzing why, the theories to why this child is acting a certain way, behave in a certain way. And we motivate our student to actually do an observation, do learn, be aware, of many things. Like we do have rules and regulation. So our student will learn a lot more than just taking care of the children in the earliest workforce. So that's
Right.
the special thing lah.
Yes. Also, I've read a few news from Dato' Fatima Abdullah, who is our Minister of Welfare, Community Wellbeing, Women, Family and Childhood Development, who always emphasizes on getting at least a diploma in early childhood education if they are a teacher.
Yes, yes.
So why do you
It's a-
think Dato' Fatima actually emphasized on this?
um, in lieu to the Ministry of Education, it's good to protect our children also, to have a licensed teacher rather than just anyone to
That's
come
true.
in and teach. Okay, because behind every children there are parents, and we believe that that's our working together with the parents in so that no to place the, how to say this, trust. Parents will have more trust in teachers with this as a license.
Right. Thank you. So in short, actually, early childhood and early years education is actually very important, especially if you are looking into going into this line, right? Because taking care of a children is different from taking care of adults, because adults can take care of themselves, whereas children, they need special type of education in order to, in order to develop, right?
Yes.
Right. So again, for those who are kindergarten or nursery teachers out there, if you are watching this, hello, and we actually have a diploma in early childhood education part-time program. Right. So it's designed for flexibility. So those of you who wants to know more, you can actually talk to us. All right. Thank you, Miss Laura, for your
Thank
time.
you, Wallace.
Stay
Thank
tuned
you.
again. We'll put you backstage and I'll put you live again later on. Right. So there you have it from Miss Laura about the Bachelor of Early Years Education. And now let me introduce to you Mr. Samuel, who is our law lecturer, who will be speaking about Bachelor of Laws under the University of London. Hello, Samuel.
Hello, Wallace. It
Hello,
was quite frosty morning earlier this morning.
Yes,
And
it is.
welcome to everyone from our Saturday live event. Whenever you came here prepared for it, or you came here accidentally, thank you for dedicating your time, which you'll never get back. So, minus just enjoy it. All right. Thank you, Mr. Wallace and Miss Laura and Mr. Rudy for the introduction. How can I know? I mean, they have said so wonderful presentation. I hope I will live up to my presentation. I hope it can be displayed right now?
Yeah,
The
sure. Over to
presentation?
you. Over to you.
All right. Okay. Can you see the presentation, everyone? Hope so. Hope so. All right. So I'm actually talking about today on degree, but I'm also going to bit a preview about A-levels as well, because I am aware that this is live and some of you may be interested in A-levels program. So enough chit chat. Let's talk about your life in the degree of law from University of London. All right. So why would you choose us over the rest? I'll tell you why. That's why I'm here. That's why they asked me to talk here today. It's because of why. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let us speak about our global partners. The first one is, of course, Pearson, who is an international program, A-levels, well-known UK program, right? Mr. Rudy spoke about how employers often are enamored by UK degrees and UK qualifications. Why? Because there is this astounding respect to UK programs. And of course, our partner, the University of London, for our LB honors program, and I will speak about them later in turn. So this is actually the building for University of London. Of course, there's a lot of people on this picture. There's no picture, of course, due to COVID. This is no longer like that lively. All right. Okay. Let us talk about the Pearson pathway. First, for those who came for the degree program, don't worry. Stay tuned. Stay on your seats. Stay on your seats. Right? So let's talk about the Pearson A-Levels program first. So the Pearson A-Levels program is basically an STPM for UK. Okay, basically, or thought is more, well, let's just say respected among the international community. Now, this will take roughly 12 to 18 months, okay, so not very long compared to, for example, taking a diploma, for example, which would take you, I don't know, around 2-3 years. So roughly around that pathway. Now, you have to pass 2 subjects in one sitting. This is the preferred pathway so that you can do your bar later on. We'll talk about that as well. So you have to pass 2 subjects on that one pass. Of course, these exams are done by Pearson, the exam paper. Sometimes we get a chance to mark it, but it's remarked again by Pearson editors. So normally this is an external exam. I thought sometimes that changes. Normally an external part will always be present when it comes to Pearson, right? So what is actually provided in the Pearson A-Levels program, right? They have law, they have business studies, and accounting. So let me tell you, why do you study business studies and accounting? I want to be a law student. Why do I have to study business accounting? Because when you're young, and this is not by any means derogatory, you have the flexibility to change your pathways, right? Perhaps you decided when you study A-Levels that you like business or you like accounting, so you think your passion is where it lies. I used to think, for example, that I perhaps want to be a lawyer, but I became a lecturer. I love teaching. Your minds can change. Obviously, that is the case. So you get the choice to move to 2 other streams in case that you find law perhaps is not your true love, right? Now, you need 5 credits of SPM based on what I'm aware of, but if you have less than that, I'm sure that the counselors can advise you what possible moves you could have. You have to have a credit in English, and of course, you at least a pass on but BM. Of course, then you won't have your SPM. You don't have that, now won't you? All right. Okay. So that is A-Levels. You can ask your questions later on. I'll be more than happy to answer them. And next is, yes, the MVP. The one, the only, University of London. Right. It's made up. A lot of people don't know this. A lot of people don't know this. Right? But it's made up of several institutions, including Birkbeck, King's College London, and of course, the most well-known of them, the University College London, which of course is ranked 8th in the world. Right? It's ranked 8th in the world. Just as a measuring point, Princeton, the university where Barack Obama comes from, you know, he was graduated from Princeton and also his wife, is ranked 14th in the world, which is Princeton. At least at the time I was reading this. That might change recently. So this is the most recent ranking, 8th ranking in the world. Of course, one of the top 10 universities in the world. The world's a large place. I don't believe there's any competing universities from Mars. So I guess you have to work with the 8th ranking in University of London. Right. This will roughly take around 3 to 5 years. Of course, you can do it quickly or at your own pace, right? You can take 4 subjects a year or 3 subjects a year or 2 subjects a year. In this particular case, you will have to complete roughly 12 subjects, I believe, overall before you can graduate. So you could take your time, right? Do it quickly or do it at your own pace. Not slowly. I wouldn't say slowly, but some of you are working and you might not be able to handle like 4 subjects at the same time. And remind you that this can be quite a few tough subjects. Yes, right. So this qualification, you need 2 passes for A-levels to actually be part of the University of London. So this is through the A-levels program. Also, if you're going through the diploma in law, it is require approval from your LBAT. We already have students who come for diploma in law from our own and also from other colleges. And normally this is not a problem as long as the college is a recognized one. Also, STPM goes the same way, meaning that you have to pass the STPM. And I believe the credit, I'm not quite sure how many credits there are, but I think there are around, if you pass STPM, you should be able to do your University of London as well. So that would be something that you would consider. So after that, you can actually join University of London, be a part of it. You will study several subjects. I won't list them down here because I don't want to bore no one to death. So you'll study things like contract, which is kind of important if you think about it, because everything you do that is business-wise is contract, which includes buying your Maggi mee for your kedai runcit. And you have criminal law, of course. Everyone thinks about criminal law. When they think about law, everyone thinks about that glamorous criminal lawyer talking in the court of law. Often this is in the movies, isn't it? So that's also something you'll study. You'll study company law, which deals with issues about shareholdings and stuff like that, which of course makes you very valuable to be taken as perhaps what you call legal advisors or in a company later on. And you have property law, which of course is very important. If, for example, I'm Dayak, so property law is pretty important to us, but also it's part of conveyancing, which is the main or the one of the most well-known laws actually people practice here. And so you will be able to do that as well. And you include things like family law and such like that at a later time as well. And of course, taught by some of our most charismatic and most capable lecturers that you ever seen. Some say very handsome as well, but I don't know about that. All right. So why should you actually do University of London here? It's online since 2010. So during this pandemic, you're seeing many universities, even some of the most respected in our country, basically been trying to cash up. We're playing cash up, basically. That's what those universities have been doing. But University of London has been online since 2010. So basically, if your universities are trying to play cash up online since 2019, that means they're 9 years behind University of London. I don't know about you, but if I'm going to deal with this uncertainty, this cloud uncertainty during this COVID times, I want a university that has already been online before the pandemic, that wasn't forced to do it, because no one does things well when they're forced to do it, isn't it? Right. So you think about that. So that's one of the advantages University of London, and also you'll get a UK degree. It will look exactly like the degree from University of London. No one can tell the difference, unless, of course, they were a classmate of yours, in which case they'll say, hey, I know you did study there. And you will be able to do it. You will be able to learn the syllabus. And also your lecturers, most of them are also graduates University of London. So you're going to get that world-class study right here at home in Malaysia, in Sarawak perhaps. And you will be able to do it here, right? The same degree, with the same prestige, with the same reputation, and you'll be able to do it here. What else can you want? And also, this is my students. I hope they don't mind me using their pictures. This is a visit we did. Dr. Sim was nice enough to also spoke to us on that day. Very good visit. Of course, they also went to the State Assembly to learn how laws are made here. We'll do that too. That's something that people don't tell ya. In SEGI, we'll also do a lot of those activities that will see you going to maybe State Assembly, to the courts. I hope one day, if this pandemic is already, subsided, perhaps maybe even the parliament in Kuala Lumpur. Or is it in Kuala Lumpur? I'm not quite sure. Or is it in Selangor? Wait. Okay. Anyhow, Where's Wallace? Wallace, where you? All right. Right. Man, it's over.
I'm here. Thank you
Right.
very much. You actually convinced me to want to study law. Actually, I'll probably sign up soon.
Use the link below to get, because there's no link below, nothing. Well, let's do the promo thing. All
Thank
right.
you very much for the
Thank
powerful
you for
presentation.
No problem.
Question. Some simple question. I get a lot of this question. Like, if they aspire to be a lawyer, how much do they actually earn per case?
Right. Is it possible for me to share screen
Yes, you can.
so that people don't tell I'm not lying to you? Right. Let me share screen right now. Let me try to share screen right now. Let me see if I could find it. Oh, yes, here it is. All right. So can you see this lawyer salary from Job Street? All right. So lawyer salary, most common salary, 2,900 ringgit for 0 experience to 3 years. All right. So this is in all locations, meaning in all Malaysia. This is based on insight by Job Street. I didn't make this. They made this. So if they're lying, man. But it's Job Street. I mean, I don't know who has a better record than Job Street. Then you have the average salary of 4,000 ringgit. And of course, this changes the more experienced you become, as you can see, 3,000 to 4,900 ringgit, and so and so. It could even rise up until 4,000 to 6,000 on average. And even the highest one is 11,500 ringgit after you have 7 or so years experience. So the highest one is 11,500 ringgit. It also depends on your location. Let's take a look here in Sarawak, for example. The most common salary is actually 3,200 ringgit in Sarawak. And then if you go, for example, let's see, Selangor, the most common salary is 2,900 ringgit. Oh, actually, we make more here in Sarawak. Well, interesting. All right. I hope that explains how much salary you might get. Now, of course, this depends on the size of your law firm, how capable you are. This is why I tell my students, don't just study, don't just do a class and just stare at me, despite how maybe very incredible looking I am. That's not a good idea, though. You should also involve yourself in clubs, debates, which I'm really into. And if you'll come here, we'll do it together. We'll win championships together.
And we are just talking about the basic salary. We're not talking about what they earn and if they win or lose a case. If they win or lose, they'll still get paid.
Yes, you still get paid even if you lose. Who else get paid when you lose? You don't get that unless you're a football player, in which you still get paid. So that's basically it. Yes, you still get paid. You also can do other work as well. Outside that, you can write articles. If you're a very experienced lawyer, this can also branch into other things that I'll watch my other Facebook videos on Segi College. There's a lot of other videos that I have in there. You guys can watch that too.
I'm definitely getting myself enrolled to LLB soon.
Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Samuel, for the powerful presentation. Probably we can have everyone back live now. Hello again, Miss Laura, Mr. Rudy. Now, thank you all for the introduction on our Bachelor degree program from the UK. At least this will give our student or potential students some idea what will they be expecting if they enroll with us. Now, some general question. Mr. Rudy, probably this one goes to you. Currently we cannot have physical classes, obviously due to the pandemic that we have right now. All right, so we are moving everything to online, and slowly we will do hybrid, and then probably we'll move to full physical classes soon, right? So let's talk about online learning. We do have an app, right, that is called Blackboard, which will assist students in their online learning experience. It's more than actually like going into Zoom or going into Skype or Microsoft Teams. It's actually more than that. Mr. Rudy, probably you can explain more about Blackboard.
Yes, Blackboard. Right. So online learning is not just about logging on to Zoom or other live stream platforms like this and watch your lecture non-stop. So it's more than that. It involves a learning management system, LMS, that we call here in SIGI, we are using Blackboard, right? So for participants out there who are joining us today, they are not students from SIGI. So I'm about to show you what Blackboard is all about, right? So I'm sharing my screen. Hold on. Okay. Right. Okay. So yes, I'm on. So I'm showing this. I'm demoing this to our viewers here today who are not from SEGI and who might not use any particular learning management system. So here we have Blackboard. It looks like this. It's available on app as well. But my advice, use browser for better view and better use of the potential that it has. For app, it's available on both Android and also iOS. So I sign in. The first thing that you'll see after you sign in is me stream. The stream page that's still loading now. All right. It's time. Okay, so the stream. Once you log into Blackboard, the first thing that you will see is streams. The thing that you'll see are streams. So streams is basically, it's like a news feed. When you go onto your Facebook, when you go to your Instagram or any of the social media, you will get live updates on your stream. So it's the same concept. You can call it stream. For me, it looks like a news feed, right? So the important links that you have here are on the left from this bar here, from this toolbar here. We have a few buttons. To show how learning is done, I will go straight to courses. Okay. From courses, students will be able to see subjects that they are enrolled to, that they have registered to. Okay. So for me, I can see a lot bunch of subjects because I'm in all of the subjects. So I'll choose a subject of mine. Let's say from the previous semester that has ended. I'll choose a particular subject I've taught, perhaps consumer behavior for myself. All right. Okay. So when you go into your subject, when you click on the specific subject that you're taking, you will see something like this. On the major part of on the right, well, it looks like on social media, you can call it your wall. So it looks like what's available on your wall. This is the wall for the subject that you're taking. So I'll start from the bottom. The bottom, basically, you can find a lot of info, a lot of links available here, right? So we'll get lecturers can upload documents for students. The documents can be in the form of PDF, Word, or PowerPoint, or even Excel that can assist students in their learning, right? So I even created a discussion section whereby you can discuss with your students, can throw a questions and they should put their answers here. So apparently I have no responses for mine because we are communicating also on WhatsApp. So most lecturers, we plan our lessons on a weekly basis or on a topical basis. So I click on this, it looks like a folder, right? So I have some video links. I put my notes here. Okay. I also put a lecture video. So my style, I like to record my lecture and upload it later for those who wants to have a refreshing or want to have a review again. Let's see how it looks like. So I click on it. So it will bring you to a video link whereby you can rewind and listen it until you can memorize things. So yeah, this is one. You can see the recording that I've done. So you can get links for videos. You can have your document, your slides, your notes are available here. You can do tutorials here as well. Where I give you the questions and you have the box for students to answer, to key in your answers. And students also will upload. We'll get the assignment and upload it here as well. I'm showing you a sample of assignment, right? Okay. So I put the question here in this PDF file. Students will download and once they are done, they get attached in this box and they can click the submit button and I receive it. For example, I have 4 submissions here from the previous semester. Okay. And also can do my exam here as well, exam and quizzes. So the exam is over, so student cannot access it anymore. So I've put my answer sheet here, I put instructions here, and I put the question paper here as well. So it's all being done on this platform that we call Blackboard, right? It's like a one-stop center that links you to other things. It links you to the class, the online class. It links you to a video recording. It links you to the lecture notes, class materials, right? And also I can do announcements here. As you can see, I do announcements from time to time. So students will get notification in email and on their app. If I choose to message the student, I can do so. Yeah. You can see my conversation with my students. So this is a very important digital age. And when we talk about digital age, it's all about information. So through this learning management system on Blackboard, information, you can say, is overloaded. All right. So it's a good thing. It's a good thing whereby no one will miss out on any important announcement, any important information. Okay. So that's for Blackboard. All right. Wallace, may I show you another type of system that we have? This is specifically for those studying Bachelor in Accounting and Finance from Greenwich. For students studying Greenwich program, they have a separate portal. They will still have Blackboard, but most of the things will be done on this site. We call it Moodle. So I'm signing in. As you can see, the password, I'm signing in, and they will request something for me. It's like you're doing online banking. They will ask me for a verification code that will be sent to my SMS. Student also will face this. If you log into this, you need to register your phone so that you can access. So I'm logging it now. I mean, it's safe, it's secure. This is for Greenwich students, right? So you send to the dashboard. We call this thing Moodle. So for me, I can see all the subjects because I'm in all the subjects. So let's say one of the example of subject you're taking is Introduction to Financial Accounting. You click on it. It's similar concept with Blackboard earlier, just a different interface. It looks different. You have introduction, announcements. You have your links. You have your class materials here, recordings as well. This link here. There's a recording of lecture that is complete. And for your info, all of this for Greenwich is provided by the university itself. Right? Submission of assignment also is being done here. The link will be open when the time is right for submission. So material is complete. And for Greenwich, the material comes directly from the university itself. So you can also, through this site, get in touch with the main lecturer from Greenwich. So as you can see on the screen here, for this subject, they provide you the name and also the email address. So students can have 2 views here. The views of their own lecturer at SEGI and also the views of the module leader from Greenwich. So actually you have 2 lecturers for the price of 1. You could say that, right? So this is another portal that we use specifically for a Bachelor in Accounting and also Finance, right? So this is what we use to get to what do you call it, to have a better learning environment. Of course, we have like this meeting like this, right? But we need also a platform to do tutorials, to do tests, to submit everything that we are doing, and most importantly, so that information is completely shared with our students. That's the most important thing in online learning today, lah. No one should be left behind, especially when it comes to information. No one can say, I don't know. It's impossible to say, I don't know. We will be notified from the app itself. You will be getting email notifications. So you'll be bugged with information in this time of online learning. That's what we're doing here.
It's like a campus on its own online.
Yeah, visual campus. You can say that.
In
Yeah, you
short,
can say that.
You have everything in the apps in the system, right? From the
Yeah.
notes, from the lecture, from the announcement, everything is in the system. Right.
Correct.
So
correct.
we have actually invested in this blackboard since way before the pandemic.
Yes,
Yes.
indeed.
Yeah, so we actually invested in this. So those who are actually you are concerned about online classes, don't worry. Segi is here, and we actually ready. Whether or not we have a physical or online classes, we are actually there to accommodate to any type of circumstances. Right. So if the student can actually come back for classes, aside from online facilities, they will also be enjoying. If those of you are not our student, you'll be enjoying. We have a gym, we have a student lounge with PS5, right, Mr. Rudy?
Yes.
Yeah, PS5.
Yes. Yes. I've tested it. Something new, something good. So do come and make use of it. Fully use it. Well, who knows, you can play a game or two.
Yeah. It's for we have computer labs, and we basically have all the facilities that can accommodate to students while in between classes. Right. So next question is, in general, why do you think a student needs a degree? You know, I understand that after the Form 5, they take diploma, and then after the diploma, they choose to work, you know, but it is in fact actually important to actually take a degree. It's actually an investment to themselves. So, Mr. Samuel, probably you want to explain what, in general, not a law degree, but in general degree, whether or not it's business or early years education or accounting, why do you think it's important for students to have at least a degree?
Right. So we heard it 1,000 times before. Bill Gates don't have a degree. Huh? Every time this person, every time that they go get a degree, they go to me, Bill Gates don't have a degree. Well, hey man, can I share screen right now? I want to share screen. I
Yes,
have to
please.
I have to decipher this myth. I'm very into the deciphering of this myth. I don't know why. All right, so let me just share screen. All right, can you see it? All right, so Forbes says 84% of the 400 billionaires, this is Forbes, I didn't write this, Forbes wrote this. 84% of them have a degree. For every Bill Gates, there's 4 other billionaires who don't have a degree. So I'm going to stop sharing that. A degree is still very valuable, of course. Okay, I just want to say that because I think it's funny because all these online gurus say, don't get a degree, it's a waste of time. Like things like that. It annoys the hell out of me. Basically, if you get a degree, you're more likely to be very stable. We know this. Your income base will be at least 25% higher. And all those other boring statistics that you could Google search as soon as this live event is over. But here's the thing with degrees. I see degrees as a tree. Sure, at the start of your studies, you might not have not that much difference between you, for example, than someone who does not have a degree. But let's see in 3 and 5 years who has more salary, right? And not everyone is going to be Bill Gates. Bill Gates is a genius. And he got out from an Ivy League university, completely different. Okay, so stop with this myth. I don't quite understand it. This myth that you don't have to get a degree. I mean, maybe you'll be a TikTok star, maybe. But that's very unlikely. Very unlikely. So I would say that myth is a real bad myth. And of course, no self-respecting society in the world should tell our students to be less educated. What a nonsense perception. Right. So I don't know if that answers the question. I get really into this.
Yep.
stuff
Thank you.
when
You
it
did
comes to
really
degree.
answer the question. So basically, degree is an self-investment. It's an investment towards yourself, which no one can actually
Right.
take away from you, right? So last but not least, um, this one I get from the student a lot also because some of our viewer might be our alumni, but they may also be working currently. So, Mr. Rudy, can a student study part time for our bachelor degree?
Yes, yes, definitely. Um, Classes will be arranged because we do our degree subjects, most of them in the evening, especially the core ones. And in terms of assessment, like I said, for the BABM especially, the ones that have 100% coursework, actually, it really is really suited for those who are working, right? Because, yeah, you're working. So, time, you need to really find time to do your revision to study for exams. So, when you have lesser exams, and all you need to do is the coursework, the one single assignment for the subject. So that I see based on my experience with students, they are able to make time for that. They're able to make time. Most importantly, lecturers are here to guide the students so that they are able to complete the coursework, right? Even if they are working, right? So in terms of class, no problem. The timing is good, and also, to be honest, even when the pandemic is over, online learning is here to stay. So online learning also gives flexibility to those who are working, right? Who knows, they may even join class from their workplace. Don't tell your bosses, yeah, your students. But I do have that. I do have that. They have their own way. Well, as long as they can follow. So this shows the willingness that students wants to study, and we are here to give them that flexibility. We are here to assist and also support them in any means possible, right? So these are a few ways whereby working adults can survive, more than survive, excel in their studies. Our classes, we can be flexible, timing, and also in terms of conduct, when we do it online, we will give them the link, they can join remotely. We record our lectures and they can see it later, and we will guide them assessment based. So this is how we try to cater for our working adults or working students that we have. We do have actually quite a big number of them. See the senior students who are taking degree, they are working.
Thank you, Mr. Rudy. All right, Miss Laura. Last but not least, do you have any final advice to our viewers if they are probably watching now and considering to take a degree?
Yes. I would like all the viewers to consider and be motivated, be inspired with the from my colleagues, taking a degree. It's not that you need to, or but it's good for you, to increase your marketability in the industries, and it's, join us because we have all the facilities and great lecturers like Mr. Samuel, and a very supportive head of academic. We are actually great teamwork here. So please, that's
Thank you very much. All right, so thank you very much, Mr. Samuel, Mr. Rudy, and Miss Laura. It has been a great pleasure. Now, if you have any question, please post in the comment section. So while we are waiting for any question, if there's any, let me just wrap up today's program. So basically, today's program is to actually give you the details about a UK degree. Okay, why actually SEGI is there? Because we have been having a UK degree for quite a while now, and then you actually don't have to travel until UK to actually get a UK degree. You can study with us. We have great online facilities. We even have great facilities in campus. So for those of you who are viewing this right now, who are not our alumni, who are probably SPM leaver, STPM leaver, UEC leaver, or diploma leaver from any other college, please feel free to actually contact us. to make appointment to actually come and visit us, and we will actually bring you for a tour in our campus. Of course, SOP applies, and then it must be by appointment right now. All right. So I don't see any questions. So I guess that's the end of the session. Thank you again, everyone, and follow our Facebook page for more previews like today's preview, because we always have a great preview upskilling series in online in our Facebook. All right. Thank you again, and enjoy your weekend, guys.
All right. Thank you,
All right.
Wallace. Thank you, Samuel. Thank you, Laura.
Like the
Bye.
video, share it with your friends who says Bill
Like.
Gates don't have a degree. Right. Bye bye.
True.